Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. And it's that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week. As you can imagine, Streets of New Capenna previews have been moving a lot of card prices, not just the main set previews either. Recently, we got to see what's happening in those 5 commander decks too. But there's other things happening in the market as well. Quickly, before we get into it though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pre-order Streets of New Capenna products there. They have everything you see on the screen as well as the commander decks. And they have a whole lot of other things on their website too. Remember, if your order's over $100 or consist only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use the Heroes promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Disorder in the Court. This is from the Innistrad Crimson Vow Spirit Squadron Commander deck, and it is up 318 this week to 597. That is a 114% increase. So this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We look at 2 major pieces of criteria. The first is the percentage increase in the value of the cards. And secondly, we want to see a true increase in sales as well out there. If you're expecting a card to be in the top 10 and it is not here, then it fell short in one or both of those categories this week. With that out of the way, let's talk more about this card here, Disorder in the Court. This has seen increased commander play recently in Hinata Crown builds, but now some new cards from the Streets of New Capenna commander decks are pushing this. Let's take a look. As always with the preview cards, if you want to spend a little more time with them, feel free to pause the video. But first we have Denry Klin, Editor-in-Chief. That's from the Bedecked Brokers commander deck, along with Resourceful Defense. That one's in there too. I do think some players will be interested in building around Denry in the future, and Disorder in the Court could be a good addition to that deck. The last card, Boss's Chauffeur, is from a different commander deck. That one is from Cabaretti Cacophony, and like Resourceful Defense, you can see the synergy there between this and Disorder in the Court. Number 9 is Viridian Revel. This is up 351 this week to 640. That is a 122% increase. This card has seen a tad bit of commander play, but now there is more interest in it because of a new card previewed from Streets of New Capenna, and that card is Vazzy Keen Negotiator. It is one of the set booster rares. Number 8 is Avenging Angel of 353 this week to 1169. That is a 43% increase. Now this does see a tad bit of commander play, but really it looks like it might be the start of a reserveless buyout. It's one to keep an eye on for sure. If it is a buyout, though, it might not be random. There are some reasons you might want to pick up some hard-to-find angels, and those reasons, again, are due to cards from New Capenna. Let's take a look at some. These preview cards are all mythic or rare, and of course, they're either angels or support angels in the case of Elspeth Resplendent. The first card, though, I think is the most interesting one, Giada Font of Hope. You could make that your commander. It's a legendary creature angel. Could be a fun build. Sanctuary Warden, along with those first 3 cards, are all from the main set. The last card, Angelic Sleuth, though, is from the Bedecked Brokers commander deck. Number 7 is Bronze Bombshell, up 362 this week to $10. That is a 57% increase. This has seen a little commander play, sometimes in Zedru the Great-Hearted, for example. Now it is heating up, though, because of a card previewed from the Riveters Rampage commander deck, and that card is the Beamtown Bullies. So we talked a lot about this card last week, in not only our top 10 episode, but also our regular episode of the Market Watch. It has captured a lot of players' imaginations. I do think a lot of people want to build around this. Bronze Bombshell is a non-legendary creature, which it needs to be to work with this card. And if it's in your graveyard, you can use the Beamtown Bullies to give it to an opponent for a negative effect. A number of non-legendary creatures that can give a negative effect to an opponent have been popular as people start to think about what they want to do in decks around this card. In fact, there's another card for these builds in our top 10, which you'll see in a few minutes. Number 6, though, is moving up because of a different preview card. This is Scarblade Elite. It goes up 375 this week to 844. That is an 80% increase. Now, this is a Morningtide rare that's yet to be reprinted, and as you know, during that time period in the game, there was a recession, less packs were cracked. So when these rares get a little bit of attention on them, they tend to spike, and that's what you're seeing here. Up until now, though, this card hasn't really seen a whole lot of play, so where's the interest coming from? This preview card here, Mari the Killing Quill, and this is another set booster rare. I'm sure a lot of Commander players will be interested in building around this card very soon. Number 5 is Despotic Scepter, the only card that carried over from last week. This is up $4.99 this week to $14.97. That is a 50% increase. And this is the card I was alluding to earlier. players are picking this up for the Beamtown Bullies commander builds. It's a cheap way to save the creature you gave away from exile and allow you to use it again. It can be nasty with like Eater of Days or a number of other cards. I have no doubt this will be in every version of the Beamtown Bullies deck, and since this is already hard to find in good condition, this one could get pricey. Number 4 is Maze's End. It's up $8.80 to $11.20. That is a 367% increase if you're doing the math at home. First off, sure, there's a Maze's End Pioneer deck that pops up occasionally, and this has seen some increased commander play recently in some Go Shintai of Life's Origin builds, but that's not why this card's moving the way it is right now. This one is jumping because we had a number of Commander Legends battle for Baldur's Gate leaks. And I'm not going to show you the leaks here. I know a lot of players want to wait until the cards are officially previewed before they see them, so I want to respect that. If you don't want to hear why this card's going up in value, I'll let you go ahead and skip to the next card now. Okay, so in those leaked preview cards, we saw some new gates, so we know gates are coming back. What we don't know, though, is will Maze's End be reprinted? Number 3 is the Wandering Emperor. This is up $10.69 this week to $44.68. That is a 31% increase. Okay, so this is most likely moving more because of Pioneer than anything. Remember, the Pioneer format is the one you have to play in the regional championships this season, and that of course is the route to the Pro Tour. Obviously, for that reason, a lot of players are trying to assemble Pioneer decks. Before we get there though, this is still a great standard card. It sees a ton of play there right now. Mono white aggro, Selesnya midrange, and much more. And I have no doubt it will continue to see a lot of play in this next season. In Pioneer, though, it's in Azorius Control, which is a popular and successful deck right now in the format. It's also in 4-color Fires of Invention and Jeskai Control. In Modern, this sees play there too. It's in Azorius Control, Bant Control, and more. And finally, in Commander, it's in Ishin 2 Heavens as 1, and a number of other builds, old and new. Number 2 is Time Civ, the Mystery Booster copy of $5.44 this week to $9.45. That is a 136% increase. The Double Masters copy is up $6.47 to $10.77. That is a 150% increase. And the original Alara Reborn copy is up $11.46 to $16.44. That is a 230% increase. Okay, currently this is a solid commander card in a number of builds, including Brea Ethereum Shaper, which is getting reprinted in the Showcase Streets of New Capenna Gilded Foil Secret Lair. The reason it's moving like this now, though, ties into some recent preview cards. Streets of New Capenna is giving us a lot of ways to make this card better in the future. First off, in general, there's a lot of ways to create treasure tokens in the set. Let's look at 3 cards in particular, though, that I picked out. Horde Hauler would play well with it. Bootlegger Stash, that's the one I'm really interested in. I do think that's probably the easiest way to go infinite. Now, those 2 cards are from the main set. The last card, though, Tivit Seller of Secrets, that is from the Obscura Operation Commander deck. And obviously, that would also play very well with Time Civ. And number 1, he's been staring at you the whole time. Kalidas, Trader of Geth. Up $12.16 this week to $29.99. That is a 68% increase. And of course, this is moving now because of Pioneer. This is in Rakdos Midrange there, another very popular and successful deck. Also in Mono Black Aggro and more. Plus it gets commander play in builds like Alper Markov, for example. And sure, even though I don't think it's the key driver, Streets of New Capenna does feature some new vampires as well. That could be moving this at least slightly. Let's take a look at some examples though. All the cards again that I'm showing you are either mythic or rare. The first 4 cards come from the main set. The last 2 cards come from the Maestro's Massacre Commander deck. Alright, that is going to do it for this week's Top 10 Hot Cards. Remember to join us this weekend, though, for our regular episode of the Market Watch where we deep dive into everything that's happening in the secondary market. Obviously, there's a lot going on with all these recent card previews, as well as those Commander Legends leaks I mentioned a moment ago. Until next time, though, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.